wondered if music is good for the brain? My next guest is here to answer that question and more. From the Fit Brain Club, welcome Grace Carpenter with Alzheimer's Orange County. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming in today.
My pleasure. Yeah, I just love talking about music and the brain.
Yes, well, and you have a very special guest. I mean, you have special guests all the time, but this particular month, you've got music therapist, Karen Skipper.
Yes.
Sounds like she's really helped you with your voice and with your breathing.
Yes.
Tell me about this exciting event.
Well, how it started was I got a phone call from Alzheimer's, Patty, the vice president of Alzheimer's one day, and she said, Grace, there's going to be a little concert for Veterans Day, and they don't have enough singers. Could you show up for this OK chorale and be a ringer to help them do the concert? Because I do solo singing for people with dementia at the Healthy Aging Center. I'm in groups like the Sunshine Singers Group, the Silver Singers Group, lots of singing groups. So we always sing for people with dementia because that's why I got into the Fit Brain Club. First, my husband passed away with dementia, Lewy body, and I wanted to give back. And music was, to his dying death, the one thing that kept him going. I have a tape of me singing his favorite song was a hymn. Often with people, it's a hymn. With veterans, it could be military, like God Bless America. But people have a favorite song. And that song stays with them. It creates the neural pathways to the brain that keep them connecting to life with the voice. The voice is their mechanism, and if we can keep the voices going. So I joined the group then as a ringer, and I got 9 friends. 3 of them are men, and I met them through the Fit Brain Club, and some were neighbors. And I said, this woman, Karen Skipper, spends the first 15 minutes of the hour doing music therapy with us. And I promise you, they were not singers. I said, but your voices are getting lower. 10 to 30% of adults may have voice changes, significant voice changes, with no identifiable disease, even though with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, we do see that. The speaking gets more challenging.
What age are you seeing that develop?
Well, with me, I saw it about, I think it was about 80. And now I'm 83. And in 3 years with Karen, every week, an hour session, I feel so confident singing now. I'm not scared then because as long as we breathe. You see, when we breathe, it opens the voice, the vocal cords are open. So she starts with breathing exercises. And then every time she gives us a new scale to vocalize with or a new song, it creates neural pathways to the brain. And so she'll say to us, if we say, oh my God, why are we doing this set? We don't like we all like Broadway. We all like Holiday. But then in between, there are a lot of songs she gives us to learn that are therapeutic songs and exercises.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's more work than fun.
I know,
the Broadway's fun and exciting, but then you got to go to work.
I know, especially after the rehearsal, the men say, that was work, we're tired. And you're right, because we have to keep breathing.
Right.
If we're not breathing, we don't have the quality there that we want in our speaking voice. So that's how it started, and that's how we continue. We gave a wonderful Christmas concert. We combined the two, Karen combined the 2 choruses, because her job is to work with both people with Parkinson's and people with Alzheimer's. So she combined the 2 choral groups, and we did a concert at the Laguna Methodist Church, which so kindly gives us rehearsal space every week. We have 1-hour rehearsals every Wednesday. So,
really?
Yes.
And can anybody join that, or do they have to be a member?
No, anybody can join. I recruit through the Fit Brain Club, which is Monday. It's the second Monday of every month. We have a meeting in the PAC. So in Dining Room 2 of the Performing Arts Center, we have featured speakers, usually professionals, mostly physicians and people who work with the brain in many ways.
Capacities.
Yeah. So I asked Karen to come because I knew that she would get the people who come to the Fit Brain Club that day engaged, and she will. And she'll do some exercises with them, and she'll have them all singing by the end of, it's going to be fun. She makes it fun even though it's work.
That's great. Well, that's the best way to learn, isn't it?
It is. Because the age-related voice changes can isolate people and do isolate people. Like hearing loss isolates people.
Yes, it does.
If our voices are so low that in a crowd people can't hear us, they're saying what he's saying, and we want to work on that. We want communication is our key.
Yes.
With our voices.
And I would imagine that Karen would probably incorporate posture with her breathing exercises.
Yes.
Right, because that keeps the diaphragm open, keeps the esophagus open.
We work and work and work. I remember, like, when I was a teenager and studying voice, we had to do, like, encyclopedia, heavy books on our diaphragms, lie down flat, and then do to keep the diaphragm going. Well, I said to myself, I should start doing that exercise with my friends, because we walk. We have a walking group too.
Oh.
The people who, so I'll recruit people from the Fit Brain Club, but we also have a neighborhood walking group, and they joined. People from that walking group joined the Fit Brain Club, and we talk about the music that we do during our therapy sessions once a week with Karen, and how it's helping us in our daily lives.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So they're getting it a couple of times a week then? Oh, right. That's
Every morning
wonderful.
at 9 and 4 in the afternoon, Vila Mesa Walking Group.
All right, folks. Well, January 13, Music for the Mind with Karen Skipper. You're watching This Day on Village TV. We thank Mary Grace Carpenter for being here with us today at Fit Brain Club. We'll be right back.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We ran out of time.